Hey, badass business owners. Listen, we need to have a talk. It is the beginning of the year, and yet I've already had several conversations in the last 8 days or so with small business owners who know they need to know their business numbers. Intellectually, they know they need to know them, but yet here they are going into a new year and they still have no idea how they finished last year, how they finished last month, never mind any other month in the past year. It could be that they either A, don't look at their P&Ls because they get them on a regular basis. They know they should be looking at it. They have a basic, rude, elementary understanding of them, but they just don't look. And then I've had others that are so behind, like their accounting person hasn't gotten it to them in the last 6 months. Listen, folks, if your accounting person is struggling getting you your business numbers within at minimum 30 days, you have the wrong person. Ideally, you should have it by the 15th of the next month. But I know things happen or whatever the case may be. But still, it should never be this far behind. And I have another person who hasn't even looked at them ever. They've been flying by the seat of their pants. Now, all three of these businesses are doing okay. They make good money. I mean, I'm not like crazy money, but enough to survive off of. So there's really not this pain point that they should dive into it. And in one case, they're actually taking on new stuff. You can't even get the stuff you're doing right now. What makes you think that you're going to do the next one, right? It's like a house of cards ready to fall at any given time. Because if you really look into the numbers, there's some big, massive warning signs that they need to worry about. Now, one of them I know is going to get back on track. It was kind of a rough year last year for a lot of different reasons. Here's the thing, folks. I don't know how many times I'm going to say this, probably 1 million, because since that's what you're here for, right? You're here to learn your business numbers better, and you're here for me to give you a nice little kick in the pants to remind you of that. So please, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to look at your business numbers. If you have not ever set that up, if you are just doing your business, but you don't track anything, make a commitment that you're going to get QuickBooks Online or some kind of accounting and at least minimum start keying this stuff in. And if you need to, hire someone to do it. If it's a couple $100 a month, I know that sucks, but I'm telling you, you will save that money if you're looking at your business numbers because you're going to start doing things differently. You're going to start pricing differently. You're going to start spending your money differently. You're going to start chasing sales a little bit differently. Everything's going to change and it will pay for itself. Now, if it's something where you get it, but you just refuse to look at it, then make a commitment now that you're going to start opening those puppies up, whether it's online or some paper version that they gave you, or going into your own QuickBooks and printing up using the option that says print your P&L. You've got to start looking at your numbers. You've got to start understanding that when your money's coming in, where is your money going? You need to make sure that you understand that that money you pull out, is it money that you're taking out because it's employee time, because you are part of your cost of goods, or are you just taking money just randomly, willy-nilly out of the business, and yet you have no idea how much you truly make. I was looking at someone else's, a fourth person's information. They don't have any QuickBooks. They're just using their bank accounts, and they told me they were probably making around $8,000 a month. However, when I go through the bank statements and I actually look at how money's flowing in and out of the business, nope, they're not. They are making closer to about $4,500 to $5,500. And once again, it's all because they don't know their business numbers. Now, they have a good business. They're making decent income and they're able to pay for the things they want to. But here's the problem. If you're going to be a business owner, you really, truly need to understand your business numbers. You need to know how that money is going. How much of that money is, like we said earlier, how much of that is for your employee time? When I'm looking at that last example that I gave you, I would say majority of that was money they took out as an employee in their business. Once again, we've said that if the only money you're getting out of the business is money as an employee of the business, then you have bought yourself a job. The business owner gets paid off of the profits of the business. Now, I'm not saying this business isn't profitable. I think that if we really dove in and tore that thing up a little bit more, there might be a little bit of profit there, a couple $100 at least, maybe even $1,000. The important part is you've got to know what you're looking at. You've got to understand how things are going in the business, especially for those of you that want to have employees or bring people aboard, because 9 times out of 10, when you bring someone aboard to help you out on either it's a job or be part-time or even full-time, the person that you're robbing from 99% of the time is yourself, because they are doing the work that you normally would do. And if you're trying to compensate yourself out of that same job, there's just not enough margin in there because you haven't built into the cost of goods for 2 labor hours. You've only had it for 1. And when you're sacrificing your labor hours to the person you hired, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to have less money in the business, which is why so many people hire people. And then all of a sudden they find out that yes, they might be doing more in sales, but they're making less money. Well, of course you are, because you never set it up to cover you and someone else. You never set it up that you wouldn't be doing those jobs anymore because you wanted to pull yourself out of the business. And it was great you pulled yourself out of the business, but you sacrificed your employee wages and then said, okay, I'm just going to take the profits. Well, if it was never profitable to begin with, there were no profits for you to take out, and you just gave up the employee money. I know sometimes this is hard to understand on a podcast because you can't visually see the numbers, but hopefully you can kind of see them in your mind's eye, and you kind of see how this is hopefully resonating for some of you guys. No matter what time of year it is, it's always a good time to start looking at those P&Ls and to start diving into them. So please do me a favor, and if you are one of those individuals that never look at your P&L or rarely look at your P&L, will you please make the commitment that you are going to dive into those suckers and start looking at those numbers. You may not understand what they're telling you, and I get that. So check out one of the videos on the YouTube channel that walks you through how to read a P&L. Do the affordable Know Your Business Numbers course that you can find in the show notes. It's under $100 right now. I mean, it's going to go up in the future, but my gosh, why would you not do that? I think it's like $79. You need to know your business numbers. You need to understand what you're looking at because you're not making the right business decisions in your business. You can only fly by the seat of your pants for so long before it bites you in the butt. And I want to make sure that this year is one of the most profitable years that you've ever had. And it starts by you understanding those business numbers. You just make different decisions. You make smarter decisions when you understand the flow of money. Yes, you've memorized sales minus cost of goods minus expenses equals profits, and that's a wonderful start. But now we need to really get you looking at these things and carving out 15, 20 minutes, if not a half hour, every single month to dive into there and see what it is that you see. So whether you're somebody that hasn't looked at your P&L in a long time, you're somebody who never looks at your P&L, please make the commitment that 2023 is going to be the year that you really pay attention to those business numbers more. I promise you, whenever I have talked to business owners who are looking at them on a regular basis, they cannot help but respond back to me that their profits are going up, they're making more money than they've ever done because they're in tune with what their numbers are. I didn't do it, they did it, and they did it by just knowing and understanding their business numbers, by making an intentional decision to look at those things and make decisions that are smart based off of the information that they're looking at. Your business has all the answers that you need to become more profitable. You just need to use the tools that are out there for you. With that, I'm going to get out of here. I'll talk to you on the next episode. Bye for now. Hey, badass business owner, before you go, as you know, I'm a huge believer in you knowing your business numbers. After all, it isn't about how much you sell, it's about what you keep. And the best way to grow your profits is to start diving in and understanding those business numbers. To help you on this journey, I have created the Know Your Business Numbers course. We will walk through how to read your profit and loss statement. You'll learn the key calculations that'll help ensure that you're making a healthy profit on all of your products or services, plus a ton of other good stuff that'll help you learn how to use those business numbers to create even more sales and profits. Just check out the link below in the show notes or visit knowyourbusinessnumberscourse.com. So if you're ready to increase those profits, it's time you start diving into your business numbers.